Well, welcome to ESCplus on YouTube with myself, Jamie Davis, and Mikolas Josef, who is representing the Czech Republic next week at the Eurovision Song Contest. Mikolas, we can't start the interview until I am wearing that.
That's right.
They are fantastic. Can I just say?
Thank you so much. He was actually the guy who was holding the camera was the one who.
Thank you very much, Christoph.
Who picked them, and then I brought my own glasses for the performance. But these ones actually ended up being the ones that I'm going to have during, the real thing. So yeah. So
it could be in the museum when you win it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see how that goes.
Obviously, you're looking forward to next week, but I guess the question some of the fans want to know is, after what happened this week, how is your back?
It's way better. You have a camera with you, so maybe I can show you what it looks like.
All right.
It looks like that.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
All the plasters and everything.
All the stuff that needs to be there for the support is there, and what happened, and it for a few minutes we were all really down with the situation because the way it looked, it wasn't so pleasing. But now, since I can stand, since I can sing, we've decided to let go of the negativity, and the negative Mikolas Josef isn't the Mikolas Josef people know.
Absolutely.
I'm always wearing a smile with myself, and I would like it to be this way. So from now on, it's the fact it is getting better. The doctors help. Everybody is really helpful at this moment. So right now, it can only go up. So yeah.
Fantastic. No, it's great to see you being back on the stage as well.
Yeah, thank you. It's a great feeling being back, as I said, we were right here in the lobby, and I was leaving for hospital, and we were like, oh my god, so maybe this is over. So going back to that rehearsal really felt like
absolutely
we're back.
And that's what's really scary as well, because it's not just yourself, it's the team behind you as well that have put in all those hours, including yourself, putting in the effort for the song, the music video, the tour.
Exactly. There is so many things that needed to happen for this moment to be able to live it, and not only that, but of course a lot of money, and it's not just me, as you said, it's so many other people behind this project. So now everybody hopefully has their smiles back on their faces.
No, that's good. It's great to see. No, you look fantastic. Seriously.
No, thank you.
I've got a question about your backpack. Now,
sure.
I love it, can I just say? But the question is, do you have like a mascot in that backpack when you're performing? Is there something in there to give you that good look?
There is something inside the backpack.
Oh right, but you can't say.
But I can't say.
Oh.
And there is something the whole time. It's going to be revealed on Sunday. So it is coming, and you will finally all know what the fuss is about. So
I don't think I can wait 48 hours. It's too long. When it's
all right. I'll just tell you. No,
off camera,
of course. But keep this thing on. No, sadly, it's only 2 days now. Do you know how hard it was for me to keep that secret?
Oh really?
Yeah.
How long have you had to keep it for?
Well, how long has it been? Months? 2 months? Yeah, and I talk a lot, so so every interview I make, all of these guys are always like, don't say no, don't even, because I started to put out indications, since yesterday, and what the thing is about, that it's about revealing who Mikolas Josef is, and what the song is about, that people have a better understanding, and it's a thing connected to all these things. So we'll see how you guys like it, but I like it very much.
I must admit, you're an expert on backpacks. This is my bag. It looks like a purse more than a bag. What do you think of that?
Well, it's still kind of a backpack, so I should put my thumbs up. But yeah, it's like those guys in the parking lots have, with their tickets and their pens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, this is handy. This is not the heavy type of backpack. This is just a cool swaggy backpack that everybody started to wear now on Instagram. All the guys. How do you call this? It's not a purse. We call it ledvinka.
Is that what they call it?
No, they don't call it in Czech. I know the name in Czech, but I don't know what's the name of this small purse that you would normally
Oh, a fanny pack.
All of these guys used to wear it always here.
Yeah.
And now everybody wears it around the shoulder. So yeah, it looks like that.
I'll say this now, Adidas. We are not saying any opinions about you. Just saying, we're not endorsing you.
That's right.
That's right. It's actually like 20 years old, that bag.
Yeah, well, that's
it's done all right.
Maybe you can sell it on eBay like a vintage thing, you know, and have it for 10 more years, and definitely the price is going to keep going up.
If Adidas doesn't exist, maybe it could be very vintage. Obviously, Czech Republic, I think the highest finish you guys have ever had was 25th or 26th.
24th, I think.
24th.
Was it 24th?
I should. You see, this is when I need to research better.
No problem. I'm not really sure about it either. So.
But you could be first this year, and we could be heading off to Prague.
We could be. Let's see how it goes. Prague is a beautiful city. The beer is very cheap, and
that is a good.
That is a good thing, and it's beautiful during summer, especially the old town. It's very. Feels like being in Game of Thrones a little bit. So Game of Thrones is supposed to actually come out 2019 around Eurovision time. Am I right?
I think
Am I right?
You're right.
So if you want to come to the set of Game of Thrones, just come over to Prague then. But first of all, I have to do my work. Right?
Can you imagine a Eurovision but with a Game of Thrones like theme? Can you imagine that? It'd be like dragons flying all over the arena. Oh God, what's going on?
Are you a Game of Thrones fan?
A little bit. I don't know too much. I'm way behind.
I'm a huge
fan. Are you up to date?
Yeah.
Oh, you better not tell me what's happened then.
Well, actually, what has happened already quite some time ago, and now we're waiting for the next final season.
And that's next year, isn't it? As you said.
Yeah, they postponed it. You know, so everybody was like, ugh, but it's worth the wait. I'm a 100% fan. Like anything you ask about Game of Thrones, I know it. But that's the only TV series that I'm watching. I know that starting to watch any other series would just like get me hooked, and I would not be able to work anymore. So yeah.
Well, actually, it brings to my next question.
Yeah.
For you Eurovision acts, you've got you're here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In between rehearsals, your performances. What do you do to keep yourself relaxed ahead of a performance?
Right now, it was just like having some fun time in hospital. So that was not the way I wanted it to be, but now it's changed, and I have some friends actually living here in Lisbon.
Oh right.
I have a friend, a famous Luxembourgish producer actually who works with Felix here from Germany, and we'll be going around with him to the real place where they sell pastéis nata, which is the pastéis nata. And did you know that there is actually one place that has the original recipe?
Really?
And every other pastéis nata is a copy of this place. Apparently, they told me that there's a huge queue every single day just for this original pastéis nata. So I definitely am going there. Then Lisboa has some nice beaches that I would like to see, and many other things. The monuments and stuff like that from the Crusade. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge history fan.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
I'm like that.
So do you know your Czech Republic history quite well then?
Yeah, I guess I know something. Yes. Is there anything specific you would like to know?
Football? Are you a football fan?
Is it football or soccer?
Well, we call it football in the UK.
We also call it football.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's the main thing.
So that's yeah. Okay, so we're on football. There was a golden era of football. We had Grande Paulo, Pavel Nedvěd, Petr Čech, Koller, Baroš, Rosický, all in the same team. And suddenly they're not there anymore. And ever since then, I feel like the football game has been going down. So we're waiting for some new people to. I mean, of course we have some good players, but I remember this as a kid, watching these guys. So hopefully this is going to change soon. But what about you? I mean, you guys lit football, right?
Football is my religion.
Yeah,
as well as Eurovision.
What's your favorite team?
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Great team. Paul Scholes is my favourite player.
And how is the current championship going for you?
We've lost it to Manchester City, our rivals, but we'll win it back next year. I promise you this now. Even though we are a Spanish Eurovision website, we're not all Barcelona and Real Madrid here, I'll say that. But talking of Nedved, what a player. He was my favourite.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Nedved was a star. He was truly a super humble, focused, same like Rosický, but then all of the injuries happened to him,
Yeah, that's good.
And there's a funny story about Pavel Nedvěd. They call him Grande Paolo in Italy, where he moved with his family.
Oh right.
And one time he wanted a hamster for his daughter's birthday. He came over to the pet shop, and of course they recognized him. And everybody in Italy goes crazy over Pavel Nedvěd, And the owner of that place was like, so you want a hamster for your daughter. What's the address of the place for the delivery? It was like, no, I just want to buy it now. It was like, no, not necessary. So the next day, how do you call it? A truck of hamsters arrived at his place, and that's how much they love Pavel Nedved over in Italy. So yeah, he is a god to them, you know. And we all hope he's well, and I would like to see him someday.
It would be.
And my sound engineer Nikodem Milevsky, who we managed to bring here with us, who worked on the song, he mixed the track. He's a huge Pavel Nedved fan. So if I ever meet Pavel Nedved, I would come to him with a football ball, you know, not a soccer ball, football ball, and I would like, could you please sign it for my Nikodem Milevsky, you know, for my mix engineer. So yeah, that's what would happen. Who is your favorite all-time player?
Paul Scholes for me.
Yeah?
Or Cristiano Ronaldo.
I was expecting.
Yeah. But it's hard because Scholes was there his whole career, and he was Iniesta compared him better than Zinedine Zidane, and you know I have friends who are Liverpool fans, and they say Gerrard was better, but you know, no. Paul Scholes, you know, Ginger is great, but no, great player. Funny enough, talking about Nedved, he could be watching you next week.
He could be, he could be.
You never know. He might tweet something saying, "Oh, I'm watching this great guy called Mikolas representing our country."
Maybe yes. Wow, I've never actually thought about stuff like this. So like people like that I admire could be now watching me. You know, no pressure. No pressure.
Your Twitter's going to go crazy next week. I can promise you.
I have some people on my Instagram. I do have about, I think, 90,000 followers, but my Twitter is like 3,000. So if they are on Twitter, I'm happy. I need to get my numbers up on that. so
I know what you mean. It's hard to balance it out, isn't it?
Yeah, especially like if you have 5 social platforms that you should be posting on. During times like these when it's really hectic and stuff, I'm sorry to all my fans for only posting mostly on Instagram, but yeah, I should make amends and start. Maybe I'll do a Grande Polo shout out today on Twitter. Yeah,
we got some final questions.
Sure.
I asked Eva from Lithuania earlier.
Oh yeah.
She's tried this first, so it's quick questions, but it's you can say your thoughts on it as well.
Okay.
Cake or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Is it because of how hot it is today, or
most probably?
Most probably, yeah. I couldn't eat cake in this weather.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I do love cake, but mango ice cream and chocolate ice cream together.
Nearly beats vanilla. Yeah, again, I'm quite boring with my food. Beer or wine?
Beer.
Yeah,
I wasn't even waiting for you to say the second thing. Really.
What animal would you be?
Panda.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They sleep all day.
I was going to say a cat as well. I agree.
I had a Chinese interview the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like one of the strangest. You know, you can really feel the cultural difference.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
And but there was the question, and I was like, okay, panda it is. so now I should better stay true to my word. So yeah, panda.
You heard it here. If not singing, what else would you be doing?
Wow, still something probably like connected to creativity. You know. I'm a freak when it comes to this, so maybe movie directing, maybe fashion designing, maybe just shooting music videos like I already do, you know. So yeah, something creative still would, so that my brain is, you know, at ease. Yeah.
Fantastic. What's your karaoke song?
We don't do so much karaoke in Czech Republic. I once went to a Japanese restaurant and they had a special karaoke place, and the applause there was like Beyonce is there, you know. But we don't do so much karaoke. If I had to choose now a favorite song that I would probably do, it's something like what could that be? Let's say Ed Sheeran and
Oh, there's a few good ones from Mr. Sheeran, isn't there?
What's your favorite karaoke song?
Oh, you know what? I'd go with right now, "Human" by The Killers.
Okay.
Song. No, it's the only song I know the words to.
Let's say "Go Away Girl" by Ed Sheeran. Yeah, I would love to have that song in karaoke. Yeah,
good song. I think a lot of people would choose that with you as well.
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Any food, really. I love food. Really, I'm hungry now. Oh my God, we need to go and get some food. I heard that there is a good sushi place nearby. Maybe I'll go and grab some sushi. But really, whatever it is, Thai food, Czech food, fish and chips, whatever it is.
Oh, fish and chips, the best.
Fish and chips,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, English finest.
Yeah, English finest, English finest. Yeah, burgers. Really, I don't mind. It's the most, I think, a ridiculous question for me because I just go for anything. Really, really. There are a few things I don't like. Okay, that's the question that nobody really ever poses. Like, what food you don't like, and that's whenever I bite into eggs, I throw up immediately.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if then I'm really super strong lactose intolerant. So I have a few sips of milk. The same happens.
Yeah, milk's a bit.
Yeah,
I like it in my tea, but not on its own.
There's your British guy right there. There's your British guy right there. So yeah. Apart from this stuff, I'm cool. I'm cool with anything. Really.
Favorite accent?
Ooh, Scottish.
I can never understand what they say.
Yeah, me neither. It's just like another language, really. And then wow. You have like 200 different accents in London, you know.
Yeah,
Cockney being the main one. And then I like the old. My grandma lives in Texas. You know, of course, I always make fun of her, you know. so
doesn't sound like she doesn't sound like a cowboy, does she?
A little bit.
Well.
But she's like she disregarded the whole idea of like learning English, even though she was there. You know, she has been there for like, I don't know, 10 years now. So she can only say a few words. But yeah, when she speaks that cowboy thing.
Brilliant. What's the biggest lesson life? What's the biggest lesson life has taught you?
Well, many lessons. Getting philosophical here with this one, but I guess this is actually connected to my song. You know, after some time, you know, spending with my ex-girlfriend, it came to an end, and I was just like completely unable to be on my own during that time. And really, I spent a 1 year just like completely fucked up, honestly. And then the greatest lesson came when I realized that, you know, it's me who's going to get me over this, and with this whole thing, I was always writing stuff with guitars, you know, and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I found somehow my sound through this experience, saying, you know what, this is the old crybaby version, not anymore. I'm moving on in my life. Screw this thing. Getting some things on my chest, and I came up with the real sound of Mikolas Josef based on this experience. And I think the greatest thing for a person to realize is, if you want some help, look inside the mirror. You know, it's just like that's the best thing. That person is going to be there for you. No, always. So yeah. Maybe I got too philosophical right here, but we'll see.
That's fantastic word. Seriously, that's quite inspiring, actually.
Thanks.
My final one, and that is one word to describe Lisbon.
I want to say I haven't seen so much in one word, but this is tough. Challenging, I would say, for me so far.
Yeah, I was going to say because it's not just a holiday. It is you all performing in front of 200 million people.
Yeah, that is kind of a challenge, isn't it?
It is, not everyday thing, is it?
Yeah, not really. Yeah, so yeah, challenging. But of course, we're not talking about the architecture or the vibe of the city. You know, this is the city through my perspective. So yeah. What about you?
Oh, that's a good one.
You created the question.
You'd think I'd be ready for it. Eva said magical earlier, and I thought that's a good word.
Yeah.
What would I go for? Memorable.
Memorable. Definitely memorable.
Definitely that. It's not the best of words, but that's or scintillating. That's a nice word. But.
Definitely for all of us, you know, like we're gonna remember this till we die.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Mikolas, I would like to thank Christoph for the camera work because he's been there for nearly 20 minutes doing that. So great work, Tim.
Thanks.
Mikolas, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Yeah.